Next question. This is a question for me for sure. So, he says, hey guys, wondering if you know of any good LinkedIn automation lead generation software systems to help get more clients for our agencies and clients. That's a great question. In fact, I have just started, I just signed up last week and am in the process of working on, you know, developing my own LinkedIn strategy because I just launched my new agency less than 3 weeks ago. And I'm going to attempt to give a real attempt this time on LinkedIn for prospecting. Um, over the years, I've not done a whole lot of LinkedIn stuff. Number one, I just never had a desire to do it. It's just like Facebook. I'm not a big fan. But in the past, I've made some half-assed attempts to do prospecting on LinkedIn, and I never stuck with it long enough to get any results, to fine tune my pitch, my messaging, all that kind of stuff. So this time I'm going to give it a full-hearted effort and stick with it long enough to try to get some results or prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it just isn't going to work in the industry that I'm in, which is tree care contractors. Although I just from some very, very basic stuff that I've done over the past week, I've seen some promise already. So I'm going to stick with it. That said, I would suggest a couple of things. I came across a really, really, really good resource. It's called the LinkedIn Bible. BAMF.co, I think is the name of right there, BAMF.co. And it's called the LinkedIn Bible. There's a collection of 5 books, but he's got a, free plus shipping funnel, essentially. I'm sure you're aware of that. Anyways, just go check it out. It's called the LinkedIn Bible. It's a series of books that you can get, I think, the first one for free, but then you got to pay for the others. It's really good. There's a shit ton of information in there about how to optimize your profile, how to start growing your network for your specific industry, chosen industry, or how to do that for clients, that kind of stuff. So there's just a lot of guys, it's massive. The book itself is, I don't know, 400 pages or something. It's ridiculous. But a lot of that screenshots and things like that. Anyways, it's really good. I just started going through that just a few days ago, it was over the weekend, I think, that I started. It's all a blur. I'm working 14 hours a day right now, but it's really good. As far as that, that's just going to give you some strategy. Now, he recommends some tools and stuff in there. The tool that I decided to go with is called octopuscrm.io. That's this one. And I went with this one just because it's got all the features that I need. I'm using High Level as my agency marketing automation platform. And so I didn't really need like another full-on CRM and everything else, but Octopus CRM actually has one of the better monthly pricing options. A lot of the other ones are $100 a month. This one's $49 a month. And just a quick tip, if you sign up for the free trial, you will get an email in a couple of days with a 5% off coupon. That's 5% off the monthly. So if you go with the monthly at $49.99 and you get the 5% off coupon, it's only a couple bucks off, but just letting you know. Or you can go annual when it's like $25 per month, but you have to pay for the whole year. So anyways, I would try that. There's a few other ones out there too that I've looked at, but this is the one that I decided to go with. I haven't really started any serious prospecting on LinkedIn yet because I'm still kind of in the learning the platform phase, as well as optimizing my profile and developing my messaging sequence, which I'm already testing that using email and SMS and cold voice drops through High Level. So once I have that kind of dialed in a bit, that messaging, I'm going to apply that to LinkedIn. And obviously might have to tweak it a bit for the LinkedIn platform, but I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So I will have more information as far as experience with LinkedIn and this CRM or automation app in particular, but it's going to be a few weeks. This is not, this LinkedIn is another prospecting avenue for me. It's not my primary source, if that makes sense. So anyways, does anybody else have any suggestions for that?
They give you a free pro trial every once in a while.
Yeah.
And it worked out really well for me. So well, in fact, that I did pay a couple extra months. What I wanted to see is how good it was for prospecting, right? And I did it in the Virginia area. I got a bunch of people like from Virginia, DC. So, there's just a lot of SEO leads and related, like marketing. There's a lot of things in marketing that you can do. And then like, I don't know how much to give away. I'll give it away. What I'll do is I'll just change the city that I'm in. I'll change the phone number, because then that's the leads that you'll get leads from there. So if you're around New York and you can meet with people, or Chicago, LA, whatever. I mean, it's just a really good venue to get in front of people. You will have to like outbid others. I never send in, I don't know, like, I don't want to get too technical. I never send in the bid. I say to people, let's get on a call. Let's talk, and then we'll see what it is that you need. Because I can't tell you exactly. I can't charge you like $15,000 and not know what it is that you need. And so you get them on the phone, and they get to know you. They get to know who you are. They've already done their research on what it is that you do. And the closing rate is phenomenal when you get in front of these people.
You were talking about LinkedIn Pro Finder though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I actually bought a course from Josh Harris about that, called Pro Finder Profits, over a year ago now. But the niches in there, I mean, unless you're just looking like, as an SEO agency, or excuse me, a marketing agency, you can get, you can find people that have submitted proposal requests for SEO or marketing services. Specifically, I'm in, looking for tree contractor clients, and there's no Pro Finder options for that. So I never ended up doing anything with it, but it looks like you could get quite there's not a whole lot of people competing on this. At least there wasn't a year ago when I joined that program. It didn't really fit my model, so I really never did anything with it, but you ought to check into that. As far as just doing flat out outreach, and I think I said when I was talking about this earlier, $49 a month. It's only $39 a month, and that's on the monthly. It's why part of the reason I joined this one as opposed to some of the other ones was because it was so much less expensive. And with the unlimited account, it gives you Zapier, it will allow you to connect to Zapier, which will push the data from this app into High Level, which is really where I want it, because High Level is what I'm using for my CRM and pipeline and all that kind of stuff. So that's specifically why I went with the unlimited, was so that I could connect it to High Level via Zapier. But yeah, Pro Finder, as far as I know, from what I hear, there is quite a bit of work that can be had from LinkedIn, like to get clients from, and you could even sell, if you get good on with LinkedIn Pro Finder, you can actually provide that as a service for, businesses that are looking for, people that are looking for clients. Essentially, you could manage Pro Finder stuff for clients, is what I'm saying. And that's kind of what that whole Pro Finder Profits course was from Josh Harris, was all about, doing that, managing that for others. Again, it just didn't fit any of my chosen industry, so I didn't do it. But you might want to look into that as well.
How it works is you get a notification anytime that there's a lead available in your area, and you just go in and you write an email to that person, get that person to contact you. Be really good at getting in front of people and having them, get them on that phone. And then if you're good on the phone, you can close them.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a great question, by the way. I'm just, like I said, just starting to get into LinkedIn now. I think it's promising. So I'm going to give it a real effort, and I'll share what I know when I know it.